Okay, so this is an introduction to the fundamental parts of Adobe InDesign CS5. You might have downloaded a demo of CS6. I'm showing you fundamental parts of this software, so I'm sure that they're the same or similar. Okay, this is just real basic stuff. So once you've opened the software, then you'll get this view. You'll see toolbar on the left hand side, specifics for the tools that you've chosen up on the top here, and some different palette options over on this right hand side here. And in the middle you can open a recent document, or you can create a new document. We're going to create a new document. So here we've got a document preset, which is just the default, and it's going to be for print. If it was for internet, then it might come up with some different sizes, as you can see here. So we'll just have a look at the print one first. This is going to be using CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow and black as its colour space. So if we start to look down here, we can see we're going to create a document with one page, just for the sake of starting. Page size A4, but there's all these other different page sizes in here. So we can have A5, A3, we can have a compact disk size 1. You can see that it shows you the measurements of all of these and the orientation of these, the way that the document is going to look on the screen once you've got going. So if we go to A4, what we can actually do here is we can put in different dimensions, and it'll come up saying that it's custom, like that there. We could also put in inches, so we could say that's 5 inches, 5 inches, and you can see that it converts it to whatever that size is in millimeters. We'll just go back to A4. Here is your columns, how many columns you want to have, and the gutter, which is the space in between them. So if you think about what a newspaper looks like with the columns of text in there, you can have a few columns, and you can have a playback with the gap in between them here. But for what we're doing, just getting used to the software, we'll leave that with, well, let's set it to two columns with a 4mm gap between them. We've also got margins, which is around the top and the bottom of the page, and the inside and outside of the page. And we can see this little chain link here means that all of these 4 values will be the same. And again, like we did up here, you can type in a number and it will work it out. But if I change this, you can see that it understands that they're all going to be the same. Okay, if you disconnect everything, then you can have a different size margin in different parts of your page. We can just go and click on more options. What we can also set is the bleed and the slug area. So the bleed area is for overprinting, so you often see things, documents, books, posters, etc. that have an image printed right up to the outside, to the edge of the page. So that means that it's been overprinted and then the page has been cut down. So there's a little bit of bleed around the edges, which has to be trimmed off. And usually a standard for that is about 3mm. So if you just pop 3 in there, and you can see that because the little chain link's selected, it'll just add 3mm on the top, bottom, inside and outside of your document. Slug is another area that you can have around the outside of your document for other little messages and notes and things like that. So you don't have to put anything there if you don't want to. But I just pressed a little chain just to show you it's going to do that, and I'll show you when we press OK how it marks up your document. So press OK, it's going to make that, and you can see over here, we'll just go and get the magnifying glass. You can see your document. So the red area is the bleed area, this blue area is the slug, the black is the outside edge of your page. Okay, and then this is your margin here, and this is one of your columns that you've just made. I'm going to use some shortcuts. I'm just going to press Command and 0, and it will jump back out to full view of the page that we've just made. Okay.